Time now to send it to Justin Rose in the Suburban Ford 7 Sports Cave.
He's got a preview of what's coming up today at 11 o'clock. J-Ro, what's going on?
You know, the funny thing about the American who won the gold medal, she goes to West Virginia University, and when I worked down there and covered the Mountaineers, their air rifle program is phenomenal. So it doesn't surprise me at all that West Virginia is very good at shooting rifles and those types of things. But, you know, they continue to win NCAA championships. We're going to be talking about the Lions today, the Tigers today. Justin Rogers from the Detroit News, Kyle Meinke from MLive. They used to work together, now they don't. A little couples therapy here as well. Have you guys wiped the tears away yet? Are you still friends, or is this the first time you talk?
We're still patching it up.
Still patching it up? Okay. Well, who gets the dog?
It's up to the lawyers. Up to the lawyers. Up to the lawyers.
Up to the lawyers to decide that. All right, let's talk about the Lions. First week of training camp in the books. What have you guys seen so far? I mean, besides the Eric Ebron injury that we will get into in the show, but overall, the Lions, are they looking like a team that can make a move for a playoff spot, or is this kind of SOL?
I think they're better than they were last year, to be honest, but I don't think they have enough talent to make a serious push. They're just not deep enough at enough positions, particularly on the offensive line. I like what I've seen from the offense in general. Stafford, outside of the scrimmage yesterday, has been pretty sharp. I like the additions at receiver, but the offensive line has struggled to this point. You're kind of on a rookie left tackle, which is always a perilous endeavor in the NFL. Yeah. Those guys typically struggle, so I'm not convinced at this point that this team is a serious contender for the playoffs.
What about you?
Kyle mentions the wide receivers. I think Calvin Johnson's almost a non-story at this point. They've put enough in place there to make up for the production loss there. It's going to come down to the offensive line and whether they can run the ball.
The Detroit Tigers, 2 straight over the Mets. That's a team that's contending in the National League. You got to be a little bit happy. And then Nick Castellanos, of course, gets his hand broken and he's out 4 to 6 weeks. I feel like the Tigers are peaking at the right time, starting to peak at the right time. But when you look at this team without Castellanos, do you see them being able to overcome it?
Yeah, I mean, Zimmerman's back on the DL too. Cameron Maben's dealing with the film, and I think he's been a big linchpin for what they've done. So I'm not. I mean, I like what they've done, and you can't argue with the wins. But when you keep losing, your best guys and the guys who have made the difference to this point, you have to be concerned.
We're going to talk about these topics and so much more. We're going to try to patch up the relationship between these two just quarreling friends. We'll have to get to that in the Suburban Ford 7 Sports Cave. Top of the hour, please join us. We'll see you guys later.
Justin, thank you.
Couples therapy and some sports. Do it all. All right, J-Ro, thank you so much. Still